With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, the question given is in sodium dependent glucose transport, that is symport or co-transport, Na plus is transported passively and glucose transported against the concentration gradient. Na and glucose both transported actively, both transported passively, and Na plus transported actively and glucose passively. So here we have to understand a few terms. The first term is symport or co-transport. This symport means movement of two different molecules in the same direction. So here, if we consider Na and glucose, they show symport because they move in the same direction. So Na and glucose, they move from the lumen into the gut. So both of them move in the same direction and show symport. Now we come to the terms active and passive transport. Active transport is the process where direction of movement is against the concentration movement. So flow of substances occur against the concentration movement, and as it happens against the concentration gradient, thus an energy is needed in the form of ATP. We know that ATP, this is the unit of energy in our cells, and in passive transport there is ATP needed because of energy, thus there is movement of substances against the concentration gradient. Passive transport is just the opposite. Here movement of substances happen along the concentration gradient, and this ATP or energy is not needed as it happens along the concentration gradient, so no energy is required. Now if we see this diagram here, you can see that because of the sodium potassium pump, the Na plus, that is sodium, its concentration is higher outside in the lumen. So sodium moves from outside into the gut. So passive transport happens here because it is going along the concentration gradient. So sodium moves from lumen into the gut by passive transport. So Na plus here shows passive transport because it moves from outside the cell where its concentration is more to inside the cell where its concentration is less. On the other hand, if we see this glucose transport from lumen into the gut, it is mediated or it is controlled by the sodium. So glucose here moves against the concentration gradient. So there is need of ATPase enzyme because glucose moves into the gut, and here energy is needed because this glucose, it is going against the concentration gradient. Thus you can understand that here Na plus, that is sodium, it moves along the concentration gradient, so it shows passive transport, and glucose, it moves against the concentration gradient, so it shows active transport, and both of them, they move from lumen into the gut, so they show symport. Thus the right option here is Na is transported passively from lumen into the gut, and glucose is transported against the concentration gradient. The remaining options, they are the wrong options. Why I have explained. So the first option, option A, this is the right answer for this question. I hope this solves your doubt. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.